In 3, 2.
Well, welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and we're in for a real laugh. This is the Rocky Horror Show of their version. So I'm going to find out, because they were all telling me their names and everything else, and who they are and what they are, and they have the Rocky Horror Show behind them, and they perform it in front. I'm so confused, I don't know what on earth is going on. But you all look amazing. Now, you're the original lady that I think we all got in touch with.
Yes.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia?
Donna.
Donna?
Effie.
Effie, is that Effie? I should know a dry cleaner's called Effie.
Tim.
Tim, Tim's easy, isn't it? AG, that's easy. Jonathan. Now, Jonathan, you said this was called there's another name to the show. What's that other name?
Our cast name is Frankie's Favorite Obsession, and we perform the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the movie.
Okay. Oh, so you perform the movie. And where do you perform this?
Tropicana Cinemas down on Tropicana and Pecos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the old Dollar Cinemas. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know where that is.
They were recently renovated and redone, and we have the beautiful theater in there.
And how long have you been there?
16 years.
Well, as a cast, we've been together 16 years, yeah.
As
I think at that location we've been here about 10.
They must have all been babies when they started this. 16 years ago, I'm trying to remember, maybe 16 years ago, I didn't look like this, believe me. But you couldn't have been here 16 years.
No.
No, I was going to say, because she looks too young.
No, I started a year and a half ago.
A year and a half. Oh, so you actually change...
Oh yes, the cast constantly changes. We always bring in new people because we know that, for whatever reason people have
now,
to leave.
Now when we say we, you're saying we. So you've been with the show how long?
I've been 11 years, I think.
11 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
This will be my 13th year in October. I started in 2004, October 04.
Now, what made you start this? What gave you this inspiration of life in Vegas like this?
Well, I had been in Vegas for a little over a year. I was 17, 18 at the time, and I hadn't really made friends yet. I needed some sort of safe out
support system.
Support system. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And I remember seeing the movie for the first time back in 2000 on VH1 during the 25th stuff here in Vegas, but I never thought I'd be a part of it. I thought, oh my God, they're all crazy. And then I rented the DVD from the library.
So you kind of got attached to this at a very young age.
Yes.
And stuck with it.
Yes.
Yeah. He was the exact opposite. I started at a very old age. He started very young.
I started rather old kids here.
Yeah.
So.
These are all theater kids.
I think all of us.
Oh, yeah. We were
some form or fashion.
Tom, what do you do in this show?
Oh, I'm in the cast too. I just didn't have a costume for today. I'm the boring one
What do you do? Which part are you?
Most recently I played Brad.
Brad, because I don't know who all these
right
people are and everything, so I'm finding...
He's played this character.
Right here.
What we do
I was just asking you what you are, because
I play Brad.
You play Brad.
Yes.
So we got two Brads, but now this is getting confused. I told you it would get confusing. So you both play Brad.
How it works with our casting is if you want to learn a role, you can learn the role. Just send in an audition, and if you're... And the leaders will be like, okay, yeah, we'll set you up in the queue, and you can play the role next show. So we rotate casting.
Most of us play multiple roles.
Yeah, I play. Yes,
but that's acting, though, isn't it? Isn't that acting? Isn't that what you wanted when you first started this? For them to be able to play any role, because in case somebody doesn't turn up, then that one can play the role.
Oh yes, and it's happened on numerous occasions. Not specifically with me. I always get lucky, but
What do you mean you got lucky? He's the lucky one, huh? Let's find out about this luck business.
I don't have to, in my position with my role, I don't have to go swapping anybody out because I normally play the criminologist, aka the narrator.
So you're always going to be there?
Yes, pretty much, although I have played other roles, and but what I was saying was on multiple occasions, last minute we've had to swap somebody and change the whole lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, my boyfriend's ended up playing a female character last minute just because
So now she's proved one thing to me. She is a girl because she has a boyfriend. So now we'll straighten that one out because I was asking you before. So you actually go and you have a boyfriend.
My boyfriend is on cast as well.
And he's on cast as well. Yes. So all of you are now I understand that theatre, when you know theatre, it's much better to get into the movies or much easier once you've done theatre. Is that so?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're lucky that we are performing in front of the movie, so we do have something to base off of, as opposed to most plays and whatnot. So we have something to really study. We try really hard to be very screen accurate in all of our movement, choreography, and our costume, all of that. So it kind of helps us bring it to life.
So what brought you into it?
It also makes it harder to do, really.
Yeah.
What do you mean harder?
Well, in theater, okay, you know...
Theater is harder.
Theater is hard because of what it is.
Yes.
Okay? But the advantage that you have in theater versus in our situation, we are doing exactly what is behind us on the screen. Now, in the theater, if something goes wrong, somebody forgets their line or the wrong place. You can improv. You can kind of throw them a hint.
Do you help each other on that?
Oh, we do.
Yes.
But we are there is a lot less room for error.
We have immediate
If you mess up,
comparison.
you know it.
Yeah. If you mess up, you have to come back with something else real fast, because you can't say take two.
There's been people running through the audience trying to get to their spot on time because they forgot it or they couldn't change costumes.
Or got hung up for something. Yes.
Are you pleased with what you created this, right?
Oh.
No.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm giving him compliments.
Deserved. No, let me explain. I came here in 04. Of this whole group, I'm the
Most seniority.
He's the most
I'm
seniority.
the second most senior cast member.
Okay.
But while I haven't created, I've had a big part in molding what it is over the past dozen or so years.
Okay. Now, do you get many people coming down to see this show?
Yes.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Sold out
We
every
sell
month.
out almost every
We
single
sell out almost every month. We will sell out multiple shows on
Gosh,
Halloween night.
Come back a little bit. There you are. I couldn't see her. Okay. No, I don't want you to disappear either. Now, how often is this show played?
Once a month. Once a
Saturday
month.
each month.
The first Saturday every month. And what time does it start?
10
10
10
p.m.
p.m.
Oh, it's a late show, which is cool.
Yes.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's
But not
pretty
too
good.
Kind of
No.
dinner in a movie. A lot of casts will perform the traditional midnight hour, but we found that could be a little late for our performers that have to go to work at 7 o'clock the next morning, and the families come up because they get a lot of multi-generational families where we have 2, 3, 4 generations of the whole family down to little kids.
Okay, so does it cost money to come and see you?
Yes, ma'am.
$10.
That's all? Do you know, I've never seen so many extremes in Vegas as those shows. You can see a show for $10, and then you can see another show on the strip for $250, $300. It's like, what happened in between? It's like, $10 or $20. They've got very inexpensive shows here.
We must be doing something wrong if we're not getting a couple $100 apiece. Yeah.
We gotta step it up, you guys.
I know, what's the matter with
Well,
us
you
leaders?
could maybe
Let's
go
get
from
leaders to
$10 to $15, 15 to 20. I mean, come on, you're worth it, aren't you?
Where's the main one for $10,000?
$10,000 maybe.
See, we're more about keeping it cheap so more people can come and have fun with us.
Isn't that
Keeping the
nice?
tradition
Isn't that
going.
keeping the tradition? But at the same time, you also get a chance to perform every month.
Yes.
So you get to perform and you get to practice what you do.
I'm a college student. I'm not a theater major.
Okay,
I
but you
love
are
to
now.
act anyway. So
Well, you are now.
This gives me
She's a theater minor, yeah.
She is now. So where do you all want to go? What is your aim? Where do you want to go? Having this experience and doing all this, it must be fun.
Like with the cast?
Yes. No, by yourself, with
by
yourself. So
myself.
this is sort of,
Oh, I just do this mostly for fun. I honestly joined on impulse. I had a friend on cast, and I joined about 4 years ago. I had a friend on cast. I watched him perform, and I was really interested. I joined on impulse. I got accepted in. I didn't really have much theater background or anything, but I loved doing it.
Well, now you do. You got 4 years of it. So
and,
great.
and it gave me like this huge sense of self-confidence, and I moved up to be our Trixie mistress, so I sort of like choreograph our Trixies, and now I'm a cast leader 4 years later, so
that's
just moving
amazing.
up.
And your story?
I started out, it was supposed to be a one-night favor to be the cast photographer because their photographer had left abruptly. And 10, 11 years later, I'm what's called a tranny mistress. I'm in charge of the Transylvanians, who are also in charge of all the visual gags and stuff that we do. I'm also a co-cast leader. And I have a very patient, tolerant husband of 30 years who just says, go have fun. They're your friends. Go have fun with them and enjoy yourself.
And enjoy yourself. And what about you're the one of the younger ones in the cast? So, so you've obviously got
I'm the oldest on cast.
Okay. And we are the second.
I'm the cast mom.
You're the
I'm
second
the youngest
oldest.
on
You're the
cast.
youngest on cast. And you're kind of in
Actually,
the middle.
the third oldest.
You're the
I
third
believe.
oldest.
No, actually,
Okay.
no. But I digress.
Doesn't matter. So
I'm the cast mom.
You're in this thing. Why are you in it?
I'm in it because I love theater. When I was a kid, I've been in theater since 3rd grade. My mom raised me on musicals, so Rocky Horror was a musical that I watched at a very young age. And she told me, hey, you know, back then we used to go see these live shows.
Yes.
And I was like, live shows of Rocky Horror? And she was like, yeah. So I looked it up.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Mom.
And I found FFO, and they were just so welcoming and lovely, and now they're like my family.
And do you want to continue doing this? Absolutely. And you want to further yourself into acting and going on stage?
Yes, definitely.
So you've got this behind you, which is a great thing to have. Absolutely. Tom, what about you?
Tim.
Tim, I'm that's okay. Tom,
Tom's my dad.
Tom, your dad.
Well, this one really introduced me to it, and I really hadn't had a stage outlet since high school.
Yeah.
And with my job and everything, I didn't really have time to do traditional stage work. So.
And you like it?
I do. I love it absolutely. So.
Where's
now
your
I'm on
goal?
this.
What's your goal? To go further into it?
I would love to take it further on the stage and everything.
Absolutely.
And
wonderful. What about you?
I just recently passed my 1-year anniversary on cast, but I was, for about 2 years before I joined cast, I was a regular. And from my very first show, I was addicted, and I kept messaging Alicia. I was like, Alicia,
I want to be on again.
Can I join cast? She's like, you're not 18 yet. You can't join it. I'm like, can I please just join? And finally,
her 18th birthday, we went and pulled her thing and went. She's called her up and said, "You're old enough. Come on."
Yeah. And I had the same first show, and since then we
and you'd be good friends and everything.
Yes.
Well, you all seem to be very friendly. Now, what about you, young man? What are your goals? You've been doing this.
Well,
you fulfilled one of them.
Before I joined cast, I was still unsure what I wanted to do for a career and everything. And then, as time went on, I became more fascinated with the technical aspects of the movie, how it was projected. And that led me to get interested in a career in film and editing and whatnot. And I ended up going to school for it, and I graduated. And one of the great things that Rocky's allowed me to do is, like, through friends in California and elsewhere, I've been able to meet, like, people in the business, get hooked up, give myself some background, like doing the show.
Awesome.
And ultimately, I want to have a career in film, like editing, restoring film. Hell, even become a mogul if I'm lucky enough.
Oh, you will. Well, you can go as far as you want to go. Always remember that.
Oh, yes.
It's always it's just up to you. However far you want to go, that's as far as you'll go. So if you want to go, then keep working at it. Nick, we have a question.
Yeah. They want. If they were talking to a younger group, how would they recommend them getting into the field?
Oh, how can anybody get into your group?
We have our application on rhpsvegas.com.
Okay.
So if you're 18 or older, you're of course welcome to audition. We definitely encourage people to come and see our shows first so they know what they're getting themselves in for.
Well, it is the Rocky Horror Show. I mean, hello, come on, you know. Know what you're doing.
Exactly. I mean, my end goal in all of this is to stay as young and crazy as long as I can. You know?
Absolutely.
And these people help. They keep me young.
You know,
everybody is so wonderful.
I love mixing with the younger generation because I feel younger in their generation. If I'm with the old people, I'm like, what am I doing here? Get out of here, because I think very young, and I think what you all do is absolutely amazing. How can they reach you, and let's have where they can see the show again?
Okay, they can reach us through rhpsvegas.com. Where they can look up on past videos, show pictures, things that we've done. There's also the application process, bios on different actors.
Okay. We also have our Facebook.
We have our Facebook page,
Instagram,
Facebook.
Pinterest. I just started venturing into Snapchat.
Oh, Snapchat!
And if
Snapchat stock just went down, which means you can now buy it. It's 13 something. It's $13.50. Yeah, and now you can start buying it because it's going to go up because someone's going to buy the company. That's my message out there.
Most likely, yeah.
Of course.
If you
do you like Snapchat? You probably all love Snapchat.
I'm still learning it personally.
I'm more Instagram than Snapchat.
Okay.
More
but
Instagram.
Hey,
because Snapchat is new. But also Snapchat is something that you say something and it's there on for a day or something, and then then it disappears.
Yeah. Pretty much.
No, you're
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. No, you look
Checking
lovely.
my wig.
No, your wig.
We wanna look good.
Checking my
hair's
wig too. Do you like my wig?
Looks so natural.
My wig slips. It's very noticeable because my hair is bright blue under this.
When we make public appearances, we want to look our best.
Yeah,
Absolutely, and you all
definitely.
look absolutely amazing and wonderful.
So do you.
And of course,
thank
the
you, that's
other
very
way
sweet.
of contacting
Yes,
us,
yes.
you were asking, is to, if you want to be brave, just show up at Tropicana Cinemas, Trop and Pecos.
Tropicana Cinemas. It's not Tropicana Hotel, so let's get this right.
This is Trop. This is the corner of Tropicana and Pecos. It's on East Tropicana.
Yeah, you're right, but near the community.
3330
You're near the
Tropicana,
community
yeah.
church.
Just down in that area. Yes, down
that's
end.
the
Yes.
church I go to.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's I know exactly where you are.
Well,
And
if they can go to church and afterwards to pay for the sins of having too much fun on a Saturday night, that's okay.
I'm not going
You have
there.
that.
I'm
You
not
have that
going
mapped
anywhere
out.
near there.
You have that mapped out well.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, they're amazing. Don't forget to go down and see them. They're absolutely wonderful. They're all very talented. A lot of them are learning. A lot of them have been there a long time. And this is some kind of fun. It's
Yes.
kind of fun.
Yes,
It's kind of coming out and having a fun evening. And that's all we want. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.